From a consumer demographics perspective, in 2025, what will our world look like? Well, Gen X and Y will account for more than 50% of the world's population. The continued growth of the Chinese consumer and traveller, but over 50% of Chinese luxury shopping will come from within China. Share of high spenders will drop by 5 percentage points, and almost half of the world's population will reside in India, China, Indonesia, or Vietnam. A few truths about our millennial friends, relatives, and colleagues. They prioritize convenience over cost. They have a dislike towards traditional advertising and promotion. They have short attention spans. They love, almost expect personalization, and they have a preference for experiential retail. And as I mentioned earlier, in short, you need to either become brilliant at convenience or experience, including the element of personalization for both. And ultimately, simple convenience will become the domain of online retail. We also know that the average consumer is spending 20% less time shopping than 10 years ago. Therefore, capturing and keeping the attention of consumers becomes much more critical. The eye time becomes increasingly valuable to retailers and brands. In the airport world, we know that 1 in 3 passengers have an intention to purchase. But for retail, we know those who actually purchase is about 1 in 7. So even when people want to buy, for one reason or another, they don't. So why bring retail and F&B together? Well, 1, eating and drinking is immersive. It's sensory, it's emotive. And 2, it's also been proven that compounds found in foods keep your mood stable. And if you eat more happy foods, you will have a happier disposition. And comfort foods, well, they just actually make you feel good. For men, this is steak and beer. For women, this is ice cream and chocolate. So from a neurological and a psychological perspective, food and drink, the right food and drink, makes you feel happier. And here we see Mercedes-Me in Melbourne. In fact, the MD of Mercedes Australia said that it didn't matter that he couldn't sell cars. The concept was to subtly educate about the Mercedes-Benz brand. What he said was, this gives me an opportunity to talk to a lot of people. And they've used this location to showcase both new features of cars and also attitudes to things like sustainability. The fact that they've partnered St. Ali, arguably one of Melbourne's favourite and best coffees, is a very smart move from my perspective. We've seen luxury brands incorporate a dining room. Here is Gucci Osteria in Beverly Hills. And here is Tiffany's Blue Box Cafe in New York, who revealed that the strategy was working as their home goods segment increased by double digits. Burberry's newest flagship in Shenzhen is powered by Tencent and dubbed the company's first social retail shop. It features a series of spaces, 10 rooms across 6,000 square feet, including the Thomas Cafe, each with its own dedicated virtual interactive experience. Restoration Hardware in New York, Keel's Coffee House in Taiwan, The Table at Crate & Barrel in Chicago, and It's Pleat at H&M in Stockholm. Neat Cafe in Lululemon in London. So you can see that this integration is gaining traction around the globe and across a variety of brands. It's not just a tool for the luxury brands. All brands are taking advantage of the restaurants, cafes or bars' ability to A, drive footfall, B, encourage longer dwell time, and C, build engagement with their customers. What we've done here is combine 2 powerhouse brands in their respective categories, Estée Lauder and Moet Chandon. to deliver a unique experience where you can not only shop for beauty products in a more serene environment, you can find complimentary beverages. On top of that, you and your girlfriends who are going away for a girls' weekend away can book in for a pampering experience. Have your nails or makeup done while sipping on some champagne. But instead of it just being about shopping for clothes, why don't we incorporate some lifestyle elements? Here we've taken New Balance, who just so happened to sponsor my favourite football team, and combined that with a lifestyle F&B brand. Milo don't have any such shops, but there's no reason why such an association wouldn't raise the brand equity in each. Adding simple things like virtual score a goal activity for youngsters or has-been footballers like myself increase that opportunity to engage with your consumer. But for any of these internationally acclaimed brands, this is simply embarrassing. Why not combine powerful and complementary brands to create a unique user experience? I can tell you, if I've got an hour or more to kill in transit, this is the first place I would head. Forget the lounge, forget your celebrity chef restaurant. Give me an hour to play a virtual game of golf and have a few cold beers, and the only risk is me missing my flight. And I'm not just talking about retail. I'm looking at lounge operators as well. If I'm on a luxury holiday and it just happens that my preferred loyalty airline doesn't fly to that destination, then offer me something that I'll gladly pay for. Something like this. Much more immersive. Aesop and TWG are great brands, and it feels like they belong together. And I'm going to pay for that experience, and probably buy some things as well. Why? Because I trust both brands immensely, and I'd feel compelled to indulge. And what if it doesn't work? In summary, it's all too hard. Well, for our clients, we have developed solutions that address these issues. Taking advantage of modular design, scalable system, and use of modern technology, we've been able to free up 25% of space, reduce CapEx by 30%, OpEx by 15 to 20%, as well as deliver significant improvements in the usage of power, water, and extraction. And we can move from this to this at the flick of a switch. And the same can be done for retail spaces, creating the ability to maximize your space over the course of a 24-hour day. Or if the concept didn't quite work, you have the ability to change it without a huge capital investment. As I said earlier, the integration of retail and F&B drives footfall, it encourages longer dwell times, and builds engagement with your customers. In the airport environment, we also know that the intent to purchase is so powerful. It's simply good economics. For airports, this gives them an opportunity to market themselves as shopping and dining destinations. Whilst I don't believe people will choose an airport for the retail offer, I do believe they will spend more if they know what is available is of high quality and good value. In addition, it brings new revenue opportunities, new brands, lifestyle and aspirational brands, and new experiences, virtual gaming and interactive concepts. Before I finish, I just wanted to take this opportunity to present a short video on how we see the airport experience in a few years' time.
In the last 9 months, we've been witness to some of the biggest challenges to our generation, and the travel industry is no exception. Out of crisis comes opportunity. Out of opportunity comes innovation. The airport of today needs to make way for the airport of tomorrow. Technology and artificial intelligence already plays an integral role in our daily lives, and the passenger experience starts well before reaching the airport. Technology provides the kids choices on what to do when they arrive at the airport, whilst AI identifies a meal for dad based on his personal health habits and desires and what is on offer at the airport. The integrated F&B facility immediately receives the order, but the intelligent system doesn't push the order to the kitchen until it receives further communication from Dad's device that he has passed through security. Advances in airport technology make the immigration, hygiene, and screening checks seamless. No need to remove shoes, belts, or take out laptops. Whilst it makes sense to have your passport with you for now, this isn't necessary. As Dad uses these last moments to catch up on some emails and turn on his out of office, the rest of the family are exploring other exciting parts of the airport. The airport comes alive with interactive experiences, including branded superstores, virtual sports, pampering experiences, and completely integrated retail. Getting something to eat has never been so easy. Dine together while selecting your favourite meals from any of the outlets. Perhaps even catch a glimpse of your favourite band, or a cooking demonstration from some of the best local chefs. When it's time to board, notifications and clear instructions are sent to each passenger, and the seamless airport experience continues. Airports have the opportunity to create sensational experiences for their guests, leading to higher satisfaction, higher engagement, and ultimately higher spend. The airport of tomorrow is something all passengers will look forward to.